because I got somehow my internet went down. I don't know if my power went out. Uh, I might have to restart. Let me see. I hope we're back up. Look, this is this is a problem, and I've noticed this. I know it's an issue. This is the bad part about doing this thing live. So if you watch this later, since I'm not getting any action about um if it's live or not, answer my question. Would you rather me do it live? See, I like doing this live, but when I do it live, I run into technical issues and the production is bad. But if you would rather not go live, just let me know. And we can not go live, and I can pre-record it and just show it. The advantage going live is we can have this organic conversation if you're watching. As I was saying, he's not great on the on deep passes. Will Rogers is definitely an intermediate to short throwing quarterback. Like I said, they can't run. They cannot run. Look at the pad level of the linemen. They are not road graders. Look, they are high from the start. I think our defensive line should have a field day. We should be able to just handle them with three, to be honest with you. But we'll see. But they cannot run the ball. Now, they can get you in certain situations where they have an advantage running, but they shouldn't be able to run against us. This is a situation here. We cannot miss plays when they present themselves. Look at this receiver. He's like, what is going on? If this is an RPO, which I'm pretty sure it is, you're reading this guy. If this guy comes up, you throw here. It's an automatic. The linebacker does that, and he is wide, butt naked open. He's going to throw it to the guy where this could literally get picked. That has a chance of getting picked. If he reacts a split second earlier, that's picked. We cannot have that. We got to make the plays that present themselves. He's still confused. He's like, I've never been this open before. He's looking at Mississippi State sideline. He's looking at his quarterback. He's looking at his sideline like, why did I not get the ball? You got to make the plays that present themselves to you all the time, because they will not happen again. Again, they will move a lot. They're going to move a lot. This guy's trying to slant. This guy's trying to slant. They're doing that to confuse your blocking. But you can get them. You can get them. If we get the closer we get to 200 yards rushing, the better chance we have of winning. And it's really that simple. Because if you look at the games, man, they are like 80 some plays a game, 70 some plays a game, and the opponent only getting like 50. Some of that's due to turnovers, but if you can, I think, if I can remember correct, Alabama had like 40 some rushing plays. We got to be somewhere in that 30 to 40. I'm not concerned with the secondary. They do have a good corner in Emerson, but them safeties are to be had. And if they play man, hopefully Isaiah Cummings or Dingle or Morgan, whatever one of those three, because they have a little more juice. This is 101 on the safety, and he is toast. He's barbecue chicken. He's not used to this. There's a lot of wrong with this technique. He basically locks his hips. He's done. That's an easy pitch and catch. We got to attack, attack, attack. The matchup problem with me is us on defense and them on offense. I think all offense should score over 30 points, if not 40. This pass here, he's 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage when he catches it. How many yards does he get? We got to minimize those. With all eyes on the quarterback, when you play zone, all eyes on the quarterback, we should be reacting. I don't know if you remember the film I showed on Alabama. On Georgia, when they had their guys react on Wan'Dale. You got to react like that. When they go in this 3-by-1 formation, this backside corner, and they usually do it to the boundary, Valentine's got to be cognizant of they are matching you up. If you play 3D, this safety is going to be in the middle. That creates a lot of distance between you and him. Okay? You have to, as a secondary, respect 3. Because in theory, as a secondary, if you're pattern reading off of 1 and 2 on each side. Once they move the 2 over here to go over here, it makes it difficult. So that really dislocates this safety from being over here. Okay? So now you are usually on an island. Okay? So if you're on an island, antennas have to go up. What do I always say? No alignment assignment. This freaking wide receiver is like 3 yards off the top of the numbers. That's 9 yards from the sideline. I think this is like 20 yards to the hash. So he's like 10 yards from the ball. What he is doing is giving him about 12 yards. I don't know if I can draw it from himself to the sideline. Okay? Antennas go up really fast. The reason why I say it's easier for them is they normally don't run over routes. So I'm not worried about that. That's one thing I'm concerned of him either trying to go here or here. If they're trying to isolate me, they're going to probably go here. Because they don't want to get the ball back down by going in the middle. These are little games that you got to play. But as a corner right now, I know he's got 2 routes he's going to run. He's either going to go here or he's going to go here. If he doesn't go here now, he's going to out route. Okay, he's not going there now. My head says he's running some outside. Right now, he's not running anything else. Because they don't run posts a lot in his 3rd and 5. That's the thought process you have to go through. Like him being right here. He's on the top of he's in the hash. He is almost on line. I'm thinking right now, he's probably going here. Those are the little things that you have to play. Again, same thing here. I'm thinking right now that they're probably going to go something like here, or they might try to clear me out and go here. What do they do? I don't remember these plays. I only just regard these plays once. I just want to tell you what alignment means to you. We got to. This is their running play. Got to minimize running plays to under 4 yards. That's the goal. All these swing passes to the running backs, we got to limit them to under 4 yards. And we got a chance. That's a pretty good run by that running back because it wasn't blocked well. He made something out of that. Again, now I know what the play is. He's on top of the numbers, okay? On top of numbers to the sideline is 9 yards. That's a really small space, okay? So now your thoughts is what he can run. He can run an out route, but it's got to be extremely good timing. He's got to get here, and they got to throw it way before he cuts to make a good pass, all right? So now what are you thinking? What I'm thinking now is he might be trying to give his quarterback space to throw that fade route on me. That's one. He's not lined up quite tight enough to go across because they don't run a lot of over routes, or he could go here. So the 3 routes I'm looking for is the fade because he's giving them some room, some type of comeback or hitch. That to me is the same route, or a crossing route. I already know he ran a hitch, so that's kind of unfair. Got to make that tackle. Here's Cardinal Sin as a corner, especially in man. You have to attack the outside shoulder and make the wide receiver turn in to all of these guys. That's the name of the game. That guy's on scholarship, C32. He has a run like 5 yards further. That's the name of the game. You are not going to make an open field tackle consistently on an SEC player. It's just they are on scholarship too. There's a reason why they are starting or getting a lot of run. You got to make that tackle. Their offensive line cannot block. It's just they're too high. Look, they're getting stuffed. They're getting stuffed because they're not. Their pad levels are horrible. Look at this guy. Check out the center. He's getting pushed back. Look at these guys. They are high. Everybody from the maroon team, Texas A&M, is under the pad level of the white team. That's not winning football as far as trying to run the rock. That's why I said, and this is 3rd and goal. Oh, this is a tough. This is 3rd and goal. They stopped him, get a face mask on the jam, and now they get a free down. Get a face mask right there. He gets a free down. That's tough because they was about to kick another field goal. Can't run the ball. They cannot run the ball. That's why I like what Anthony said, and he made a suggestion about going dime. I think we can control the run game with the 3 down lineman because they cannot block. This is just a good play beats good defense all the time. You have the great thing about this though is right now, honestly, I will play in and out. They're close enough to play in and out. Secondly, I will have this guy come and jam the guy on the line of scrimmage, not the guy who's off. There's a natural gap there. So I would jam the guy in the middle. Now, even if they play in and out, he still will have him. So that's just a tough play. Great throw, but I would have pressed him because he's on the line of scrimmage. You can run on these guys. This is turf monster. As I said earlier, we can get to, I don't know, 200, about 170 and above. We can possess the ball. But when we possess the ball, we have to score. If you score, you put pressure on them. If we get up 10 points and hold them to a field goal, 10 points, and then we come back and score again, then you start putting pressure on them. Now, they can't nickel and dime anytime because they are milking the clock. They milk the clock just like we milk the clock. They take the air out the ball. We just do it in 2 different ways. They do it in short passing. We do it in running. Okay, so now this is a switch to Bama. I love this sky cast angle. You can see what the quarterback is thinking, what he sees. Bama is not a great defense by any stretch of the imagination, but what they did was they made plays. They made plays. It's as simple as that. They cannot run the ball. I'm gonna just keep saying they made plays when the plays presented themselves, and because Mississippi State marched on them the whole game, that's the pass that scares me. Scares me a lot. The thing is, if you can stop them from scoring outside the 15, you got a good chance because when the field gets condensed, all these routes are not as advantageous because they don't have as much room to develop these routes. He is not a very good deep ball guy at all. That guy there he's a problem. This Polk kid, he's a problem, but he's also a mental problem to himself. He's upset right now because the quarterback didn't throw the ball to him perfectly. If you see the whole play, this ball can't be thrown any better. It's right in his, right there. He wanted the ball lower. Man, take the ball as it's given. So we can get in his head. As Valentine get in his head, we got a chance. But he's a good route runner. This is play I highlight on the cut up. I want you to look. This is cornerback 101 zone. Too many guys trying to get jams and all this stuff. You want to reroute. His eyes is on the quarterback. He feel the receiver. The quarterback is going to take you to the route. Quarterback's shoulders are not up. He points. Well, that's where he's throwing. This angle, he's throwing somewhere over here. Shoulders are down means he's not throwing it. Means he's not going to throw it over the top of you. But as a corner, you have a safety that's over the top. So you're not worried about this one anyway. Eyes on the quarterback the whole time. That's 101. That is zone coverage 101. Look at him. Look, I mean, this is beautiful. He gets a jam. He chokes him right there. He gets a jam. Okay. Now, does his eyes leave the quarterback? At any time, he took a peek right there. And that's not even a peek. He feels him. Now, he also knows he has help. Dude, how you cannot play that better? That's perfection. That's like when you install your cover two and trips on the other side, you got a backside corner with still help over the top. How you play? He didn't play. He couldn't have played it better. Again, the defense of Mississippi State does not concern me. They have given up points every game. My concern is solely, can we make open field tackles? I think we will have the best rushing team. I'm trying to be nice. They are facing the best running team that they have faced all year. The other thing is, we are going to run a lot of atypical sets with under center and play action fake from under center. They haven't seen that much. That's another concern. I highlighted this play. This is a great play. This is a double rub route, and it ran to perfection. They get an easy points. Bama got not easy. They got long scores. That was one. And they got, as I remember correct, they got one right after half, 75 yards. You gotta win, gotta make the big plays. Gotta make this tackle. See, that's the concerning one. That's a handoff for basically 12 yards. That's another handoff for basically 10 yards. The running backs, the receivers are good. They're not bad. The running backs in the passing game is my concern. Because they're going to get them in the open field. We have to make tackles like that. Now, the difference is there. As you can see, Alabama gave them pressure. There's a difference. There's a difference between, here's the deal. There's a difference between in rhythm, release throws, or release valve throw to a running back out in the flats or out swing pass. It's a difference when you throw 1, 2, 3, not by open, and it's in rhythm. The defensive players are still dropping the zone. So that distance between them and the running back is a little greater than if he does a check down. A check down is when you read 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're like, oh, he's not open, even, oh my God, I gotta throw it real quick. Now the defensive has, the secondary has established their zone drops, and now they can react to a pass quicker. When they throw it in rhythm, like they're throwing it in these two games, it's instant 3 to 4 yards because it's quick. So either you got to put pressure on them or not. This is, again, these backside guys got to understand in this formation. Now, they didn't have a bye week, so I don't know if they're going to change it up. But when they come, from what I've noticed, they come 3 by 1, they're lining your ass up back here. They lighten you up. Now, like I said, I don't know if you can scheme this. In the pros, you will scheme everything different week. Maybe you bracket. Maybe you play this safety. Maybe you play cover 2. And maybe play cover 2, we call it Sam, where the linebacker has number 3 man-to-man on any route in the middle. Or just lock them up man-to-man. And then just play cover 2, because this number 3 is a problem if these two guys, if the safety in the corner bracket, if I just draw it, if this guy in the corner bracket that guy, so he got inside, he goes outside. But there's many ways you can go about defending this. And they almost did it. I saw it. No, I don't know if they were bracket or not, but there was almost a bracket. Like, there's some things, teams have tendencies. That's a mesh route tendency, that you can just devise something and you know that they're going to run it. Or maybe you sit a linebacker, or maybe you rush a defensive end. This will be a boule, and then drop them into that passing line here. Did I hear? Like this is what I was talking about earlier. Let me see if this is 31. This is a 31. This linebacker, and I don't think they're in man, because this corner, they playing some type of matchup zone. But this guy's, there's a void in cover 2 right in the middle of the field. So what you have to do sometimes, Brian Urlacher was good at this, is that middle linebacker has to carry this in the middle of the field to make this throw get elevated and get a safety time to come over the top. But he does not want to throw the ball deep. He does not. That's not in his ministry. Hands up. Gotta get your hands up. You can tip a lot of these short intermediate balls. He wants to go here. Look at that. That is perfection. Not sure what coverage they're running. He throws, he's coming. Y'all, he's coming up. That's a long throw, man. It doesn't seem like, from this hash, it's 20 to the hash, 13. So that's 33 yards, right? Minus 9. So that's 24 yards across a throw. Give him 20. Let's say 20. That's 20 yards across. and it's at an angle. So that's like a 21, 22-yard throw. That's a long throw, man. You got to be able to break. Now that's like a 1-yard gain. That's how you play that pass. You got to react. That means you got to have good eye discipline and eyes on the quarterback. When that front hand comes out, you got to go. You got to. You have no choice. Let's go. Alabama wore them down as this game went on. It's all about big plays, converting on big plays. They got athletes on the second level. Now, here's the thing. You can get past the second level. That secondary don't want no smoke. So C-Rod get on that second level, he can run through some players because their safeties. To me, the weakest part of the defense is the safety. Their D line is decent. Linebackers are fast. Gotta get your hands up. Emerson is a really good corner. The other corner is decent, but Emerson is really good. Again, gotta make that tackle. That's a 1-yard gain. It was 3rd and 1, but minimize the yards. That's how you win. Eyes on ball. He throws that deep pass. Now he doesn't have a rocket arm. So now that's a pick 6. That's how you beat these guys at home. Sometimes you got to switch it up. Sometimes you're going to have to blitz. But when you blitz, you got to get there. You cannot not get there. This Polk kid is pretty good, man. There's a reason why he's the leading receiver. Now, Alabama decided they confused him with some blitzes and they got to him. You cannot give them a steady recipe of that though. Because the mesh routes, them rub routes would get you every time. So you're gonna have to mix it up. The great thing about our defense, we can zone blitz, so we can zone be behind a 5-man pressure, which is an advantage. Or we can rush 4 from overloading the side and them not knowing which 4 is coming. Nothing crazy with the pressure, but 3rd and 12, man, they're not a bad defense. They're not a bad defense. So what we got to do is make the open field tackle, make them continue to snap the ball. When they get in the red zone, we got to hold them to a field goal. That's on defense. On offense, we just got to be balanced, and Will's got to make the passes that present themselves. It's going to be interesting to see how they play against us since we like to run those deep over routes. We like to go deep, although we haven't been able to go deep because teams have been playing against that with some shell coverage with 2 highs. It's going to be interesting to see. Their defensive line, their defense is nowhere close to Georgia. And we should have put up 21 on Georgia. We should put up 42 on these guys. This defense is not nearly as dynamic. And we will see. I said Wednesday on the locker, I said 34-27. I can still see 34-20. It could be 34-27, 34-20. Our defense cannot do what they did against Georgia. We got to have better eye discipline. I think this is more than a winnable game. We should break another streak, break this losing streak in Starkville. It is a tough place to play, man. I wouldn't lie to you. It is one of the toughest places to play for a multitude of reasons. It's just not, you're in Starkville. It's the atmosphere, the You were using player late in the season. It's just not. It's mentally not a great place. The locker room used to suck. I heard they improved on it. It's a mental drag. Uh, I heard they're gonna stay in Starkville. I don't know if they're gonna stay at two different hotels because they might have built some new hotels that can accommodate a whole football team. Y'all don't understand. There's a lot of people that come to a football game. Can the hotel accommodate everyone, or will they have to stay in two? We'll see. It's interesting that because you used to have to drive quite a bit to get to the stadium. That's a mental drain. So it changes your routine. That athletes are so all about routine. So that changes your routine. So I've heard that Coach Stoops is staying in Starkville, so it should be a shorter ride. So it keeps the routine the same. But we'll see, man. This team is built to beat this team. They're gonna get 300 yards passing. So you guys, the fans, need to be aware. They're just gonna get yards. It's gonna happen. Just gotta prevent them from getting touchdowns. And that's it. So all right, I hope you guys have a good weekend, man. And let's get this W. I'll see you guys on Monday.